Hello. Hi there. I am here. Hi, Khalid. Let me know if you are getting this. Okay. Hi. Is anybody there? If you have arrived, let me know. Okay. I'm not sure if you are there. 0 watching now. Okay. Watching. No, that's not right. Wait a minute, I did the wrong thing. Right. No. Oh, what's happened? 2 watching. Hello. The only way to see who's watching a stream on is through the live chat feature. I don't understand. Video output low. I don't know. Are you getting this? Khalid, can you talk to me? It says stream health, video output low. Buffering. Khalid, just let me know if you are there and if you can hear this. Can you hear this? If you can hear me loud and clear and see me. Oh, hang on. Actually, maybe the software you have can tell you how many are watching. It doesn't really matter because I'm just as long as I know you're there and it's working. Can you speak to me on the YouTube? Okay. Okay, don't speak to me on my phone anymore. Speak to me on the YouTube. Right, I'm going to start. So if anybody is here or they can watch the recording later. Hi, I'm Mandy, and this is this video is all about the new moon in Taurus, which is coming at 3:26 tomorrow morning here in Cambridge. It entered Taurus about an hour ago, and it's going to be in Taurus until Saturday morning at 8:20. So you've got a couple of days to do your new moon in Taurus rituals, and it is a new moon, so that is all about setting your intentions, setting your goals, and using the energy of Taurus to kind of, you know, help you to decide what goals to focus on over the next month. And just to sort of let you know, the moon is exalted in Taurus, so this is a really strong positive moon. It's a night chart because it hits the new moon at 3 o'clock in the morning, so hopefully this is going to sort of bring some positivity to everybody. So I'm going to do some tarot readings, and these tarot readings will apply to you whether your sun, your moon, or your rising sign is in the particular sign that I'm reading about. I'm going to start with the sign of Taurus. I've got Taurus rising sign, so I'm excited about the first card. So I'm going to start off with all of the earth signs. So these tarot readings are just to give a little bit of advice or a little bit of a message, or yeah, just kind of like, I don't know, guide you on sort of like how to make the most of this new moon in Taurus. So if you are a Taurus, or if you are a Virgo, or if you are a Capricorn, okay, these next readings that are coming up, first of all, are specifically for you and will hopefully give you a little bit of advice. So I'm going to do Taurus first, then Virgo, then Capricorn, and then I'm going to do another one card for all of the earth signs. And we're going to kind of like, you know, see how it ties in with that new moon in Taurus. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, all of the earth signs. Here we go. Right, so Taurus people, I have got the Fool reversed. Okay, well, I love the Fool card, whether it's upright or reversed. I think the Fool is a very liberating energy, and I kind of like feel, okay, it has come up reversed, probably because of the climate that we're in at the moment, because, you know, obviously we are limited, and there are risks that we shouldn't be taking at the moment. So I'm kind of figuring that's why he came up reversed. But I do feel for all the Taurus people, yeah, be a little bit adventurous. Have a little bit of courage. Don't worry too much about the kind of consequences. I mean, unless it is something really risky or really stupid, bearing in mind kind of like what is going on at the moment. I actually kind of like, I just feel, yeah, just sort of push yourself a little bit. Just kind of take a little bit of a risk and do something that maybe you wouldn't normally do, or maybe you've got something, you're that little yappy dog sort of saying, oh no, don't do it, you're not good enough to do it, or be careful, don't do it. It's kind of like, life is short, you know, approach that person that I don't know, make amends with someone, or approach someone that maybe that you kind of like, you've got your eye on, send them a message. Just do something that is slightly risky, and it's saying that it's a risk worth taking, and that is what I'm getting for the Taurus people. Yeah, I mean, Taurus is all about self-worth. It's about values. It's about nature as well. So I don't know. I kind of think we're all having to think a little bit outside the box at the moment. So yeah, perhaps I don't take a class, take up a class or something that you wouldn't normally do. And I just think as long as it's not a stupid risk, what have you got to lose? Have that sort of attitude towards it. Now, how about the Virgos? Should hold it up. The Seven of Cups reversed. Okay. So what am I getting here? Well, this is one of the cards that does actually have the moon in it. I'll hold the card up again. But as you can see, yeah, he is sort of like going out at night. So, and I'm just feeling he's going out walking. It has come up reverse. So Virgo is all about the kind of like looking at the smaller details. I would say, yeah, I would actually go, I'm going to go with don't go out at night, but do make sure that you go out every day and do your kind of like, you know, your recommended daily exercises. And I'd be inclined to say, yeah, try different places every day or try different sort of forms of exercise. I would say make sure you do get out every day, Virgos. Virgo is very much about kind of looking after yourself and well-being and health. And I think that bit of kind of exercise that you're allowed to do every day, I think you definitely should be doing it. But I think the reason that it has come up reverse is for some reason it's saying don't do it at night time. So I'm just the messenger here. Stick to the daytime, Virgos. Okay. Capricorn. They're all coming up reverse. Another one. Wonderful card, but reversed. The Chariot. So, let me hold it up for a little bit longer there. Yeah, the Chariot. I mean, the Chariot is a very dynamic card. And it is kind of, you know, it's very much about being on a mission and you know, just kind of like get yourself going on the journey. But it has come up reversed. So once again, I am sort of like feeling Capricorn. Capricorn is such a massive ambitious sign, and obviously I kind of like think this lockdown period must be quite frustrating for the Capricorns amongst us, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I think all you can do at the moment, Capricorns, is don't lose sight of your bigger plans. This is not going to go on forever. But obviously, you're just going to have to be patient and just be ready to go with these plans as soon as you can. So I kind of think like, yeah, don't forget about the plans. Plan the plans. And be ready to kind of like launch the plans as and when the lockdown lifts and that you're able to do it. Now, what message am I getting for all of the earth signs? It's upright. The Knight of Cups. Beautiful. So the Knight of Cups is kind of like, I don't know, that just makes me feel happy. The Knight of Cups, it's kind of like suggesting that just, you know, focus on the things that you like doing. The sign of Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus, the planet of love. So make sure that whatever it is you decide to do, whether it's that you're going to kind of like take a little bit of a risk on something, or whether it's you're going to do this kind of exercise, or whether it's that you're going to kind of like prepare for this kind of like bigger project once you actually can do it, make sure it's something that your heart is in. On any of those things, yeah, I mean, you are allowed to kind of actually feel passion and to kind of like just connect emotionally with you know, whatever it is you decide to do. And even though we do have these limitations and restrictions at the moment, I still feel that you can recognise where your passions are and kind of enrich yourself with your passions, even within the restrictions. And I'm just honestly feeling that the Taurus all the people in the earth signs, yeah, just engage with I don't know, with the sensuality of the sign, and the things that please your senses and the things that make you happy. That's all I have to say for the earth signs. I hope that that's given you some inspiration on what you can do for your new moon manifestations for the new moon in Taurus, 23rd of April. I'm just going to see if there's any messages from anybody before I move on to the air signs. I'm going to do the air signs next. Any messages? Are you still there, Khalid? Can you leave a message for me in the chat, just to sort of like let me know that you can hear me and that this is all going according to plan? There's this horrible delay where I know whatever I say is not showing up for about oh yes, I've got a yes. Fantastic. Okay, right, I'm going to carry on now to the earth signs. Okay, so what am I getting? No, not the earth signs. I've done the earth signs. What am I getting for the air signs for the new moon in Taurus tomorrow morning? Okay, now there is one thing that is going on in the earth signs. Well, it's two things actually. Oh, Capricorn rising. I feel 1 second. I feel like the Chariot reverse reflects the mission I recently took on to stay at home. It absolutely does, Khalid. It absolutely does. Yeah. But eventually you'll be able to kind of like turn that around and kind of like, you know, go off on your travels again, I'm sure, but not now. So enjoy the staying at home. Now, the air signs. Now, Taurus, where the moon is at the moment for the next couple of days, it's in the fixed sign. The moon is in the fixed sign. And one of the air signs, Aquarius, which is happens to be my sun sign, is also a fixed sign. Now, sometimes there can be a little bit of oh, you're welcome, Khalid. Right? Sometimes there can be a little bit of a clash between two fixed signs because they're both kind of stubborn in their own ways, and we do have Saturn and Mars in Aquarius at the moment. So whether that's going to kind of cause a little bit of tension with this new moon being in Taurus, it may do for some people, but let's see what comes up in the readings for the air signs. So we're going to start with Gemini. So if you are a Gemini sun, moon or rising sign in Gemini, this is for you. I'm going to do Gemini, then the same for Libra, and finally for Aquarius. And that's where those two possibly challenging planets for the moon are situated. Okay, so we have got Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, and one further card for all of the air signs. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air. Okay, Gemini. This is a very, very Gemini card. Okay. Yeah. Page of Swords reversed. There he is, the Page of Swords, but he came up reversed. I've got to say, Gemini, you like chatting. I mean, you're probably doing a lot of texting at the moment. Hi, Cassidy. Nice to see you. I'm just talking about the new moon in Taurus that comes up at 3:26 tomorrow morning here in Cambridge. And I'm just talking about the Gemini. And I know you and me, we both have a Gemini moon. And we've got a little bit of a warning here because I've got the Page of Swords reversed. And I honestly feel when we're texting people or we're doing like little I don't know, little short messages to people. I think we need to maybe be a little bit careful what we say, because I have a suspicion that Happy New Moon, thank you very much. I have a suspicion that we might get a little bit misunderstood if we're not careful. So I think this new moon is maybe it's saying to us, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's saying don't or like avoid texting. Maybe it's saying pick up the phone and actually phone people and speak to them so that you can communicate with them properly. And yeah, I'm honestly sort of like wondering whether the advice here for the new moon is kind of a new way of communicating, other than these short little messages that can be misunderstood. And there is that square there with Saturn and Mars both being in Aquarius, which is kind of jarring a little bit, I would say, with the new moon in Taurus. So I don't know, maybe we're going to come across as a little bit angry. Maybe we're going to come across as a little bit angry, or like we're a little bit bitter or twisted or something like that. I would be careful. I'm going to be careful with my short little texts and things over the next couple of weeks. That's the warning I'm getting from that. But on a positive side, I'm going to phone people more so that, yeah, I can express myself properly. Okay, so what about the Libra? Oh, God. Okay. Right. So Libra is all about relationships. I would say for the Libra people, I've got the Two of Cups, but reversed. Yeah. I'll get a call set. I'm angry and bitter about something in particular. I'll get a call set. Good idea. Good idea, Cassidy. I think, to be quite honest, for the Libra people, I feel that this new moon in Taurus, I think what this is saying, bearing in mind Venus is the planet of love, Venus rules Taurus, it's come up reversed. I would say hold back on new relationships over the next few weeks. I would kind of it's come up reversed. So yeah, I'm honestly sort of like feeling maybe now is not the time, Libra, to kind of expect or have too high expectations with any new relationships. Sorry to be the bringer of bad news, but that is honestly how I am interpreting that at this moment in time. If you are in a relationship, I would kind of like just tread carefully with it, communication wise. This is temporary, and also the new moon is only in Taurus for 2 days, but it's during those 2 days it's kind of about developing a sort of a new attitude towards things over these 2 days. It's making use of these 2 days. That's the important part. The next new moon won't happen for another month, but I kind of like feel, yeah, maybe go easy on your relationships if you are in one, and I wouldn't kind of like get too carried away about, you know, if you're chatting to someone new or something like that. I'd kind of like, yeah, not have too high an expectation about it over the next couple of days. So yeah, that's what I'm getting on the Libra. Now, the Aquarius was actually the one that I was mostly worried about, and that's coming up now. So, haha, perfect card for Aquarius, the Hermit. I adore the Hermit. I am not going to lie. I am not going to lie at all. I just feel, yeah, the best thing that you can do, Aquarius, particularly considering that, yeah, there is that kind of like little bit of the clash with the Taurus. Just enjoy your own company. Yes, the Hermit. Oh, gotta love the Hermit. I mean, the Hermit is clever. The Hermit is wise. It's a time for staying at home, Aquarius, right? stay at home and improve your skills, learn something, find the best mentors that you possibly can to learn from. It's just about kind of being very humble, being very grateful for what you've got, being on your own. And it's a great time for study and self-reflection, all of that sort of thing. So that is the advice. Yeah, embrace it. Funnily enough, the one that I was worried about, the Aquarius, because that's where the square is with the new moon in Taurus, that's the one I'm feeling the most positive about. So yes, I'm happy to kind of brush up on quite a lot of skills over the next few weeks, and this has really encouraged me to do it. So what is the message that I'm getting for all of the Earths? I keep saying Earth, the air signs. Okay. Yeah, so I've got once again reversed. 10 of Cups, lovely card, but reversed. Oh, love me some home time. Oh, I love this. Yes, I know. Okay, so the 10 of Cups in reverse. What is that saying to me? Yeah, I mean, you may be air signs, you may not be able to be with all of your family in kind of like the way that you would really like to be. Yeah, so, but I do think you need to be careful here. So if you're not actually kind of physically with all your family or the people, that you are really, really close to, I would advise that you speak to them on the phone or on Zoom or on Skype or whatever, rather than text message, especially over the next couple of days. I would have proper conversations with them. That's what this is advising me. I kind of like feel that at the moment, maybe this is saying that family is more important than new relationships, but it's also, I think, saying I'm having second thoughts a little bit, about this Libra one. I'm kind of like feeling that maybe because of the coronavirus, that this is a strain on certain relationships. Either people are kind of like in having I'm sorry, I'm going back on myself a bit, but this 10 of Cups coming up is kind of like triggered something here with this Libra, because I've got that and I have got that. And let me hold them up for a little bit longer so you understand where I'm coming from. But I feel that maybe you're either stuck in a kind of like a house or something with someone that you're not getting on very well with, and that is going to be kind of like difficult. So you need to find a sort of a new way of handling it. Or alternatively, you're missing someone that you would really, really like to be spending time with. So again, if that is the case, maybe reach out to them on video, on the phone, I don't know, in some sort of way. Write to them, do something romantic though, because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Libra is also ruled by Venus. So maybe you could send them something if you're missing them, or do something romantic if you're not getting on very well with them, to try and keep the peace. Yeah. And as far as the family thing is concerned, again, with the Aquarius, I know that I've got sort of certain members of my family that I haven't sort of seen for a while because of the isolation, and yeah, it's a shame, but I am sort of like speaking to them regularly, and I kind of like also feel the more you educate yourself, then the more things you've got to sort of talk about and share with your loved ones, even though you can't actually be with them. So yeah, it's a very difficult time for everybody, and I kind of like feel that the people that are the air signs, we use our brains a lot. We use our heads and we use our brains and we use communication a lot. That's our nature. And I just feel the worst thing that could happen now is that we are being misunderstood. So I do think this is time to sort of reach out to the people that we do care about, and I don't know, yeah, educate ourselves, learn something, grow. All right, air signs. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to just have a look at the chat and then I am going on to the water signs. So, are you still there, Harleed? Let me know. Give me a little wave or something. And if there is anybody else there, it's saying there's 5 people. So just say hello. I'm just having a little break in between. And we're coming on to the water signs now. So if just let me know that you can all still hear me, because it's really, really hard for me to tell because there's this horrible, horrible delay on this. What I'm saying is, oh, hang on, Harleed, yes. Oh, thank you very much, Harleed. This is very, very sort of awkward. I say something and then it comes up on the screen literally about 30 seconds later. So it's very out of sync. Anyway, is there anybody here who is a water sign? And by that, what I mean is your sun or your moon or your rising sign in Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces? Do we have anyone who is a Cancer, a Scorpio or a Pisces? And that means your sun, your moon or your rising sign. I know someone who has a Cancer moon who is here. I know that for a fact. Yeah. Yes, he is. Okay. So here come the tarot readings for Moon in Cancer, I know, yeah. For the water signs. And water is very compatible with Earth. The moon is going to be in Taurus, which is an Earth sign, and Earth and water go very well together. And in fact, the moon rules Cancer. So, and the moon is exalted in Taurus. So I kind of like, I'm very sort of like hopeful here. Very, very hopeful that this is going to be a good one for you. So what is the advice, recommendation, guidance on how to handle the new moon in Taurus, which is a lovely new moon? How to handle it if you are a Cancer, a Scorpio or a Pisces or just a water sign in general. Here we go. Okay, Cancers. Right. I've got the King of Cups reversed. I've got to say, all of these readings has been an awful lot of reversals. And I have to put that down to the current situation that we're all in. King of Cups, I mean, had this card come up upright, absolutely amazing. I mean, he's a king, he's powerful. He's emotionally very, very stable. And I just feel the fact that it's come up reverse, I just feel that our emotional stability is being challenged a bit by this current situation. And, you know, we are being sort of challenged, and it's kind of like we are all having to adapt and sort of like, you know, and having to cope with it. And I kind of like feel that if you are a Cancer or you've got a moon or a rising sign in Cancer, I just kind of like feel, yeah, just be kind to yourself over these next couple of days. Just be kind to yourself sort of like emotionally. And I don't know, I kind of like feel we are sort of all like at home. Cancer is all about being in the home and being in the safe place. And I just feel surround yourselves, but with Cancers, make yourselves very comfortable. Surround yourselves with things that you love and that you like, and that please you emotionally, and reach out to people who you know understand you properly. And I kind of like feel if you do feel a little bit down, because I think it's quite easy to go down in this current situation. There's a lot of bad news. If you want bad news, there's plenty of it sort of out there. And I kind of like feel everybody, I actually think, to be quite honest, everybody is sort of like understanding each other a lot more, because there's a sort of collective understanding about the environment about the moment, going around at the moment. So yeah, cancers I think can be prone to sort of letting their emotions get to them a little bit. And I just feel maybe if you are a cancer, oh, so glad I have my cats and books and video games. Yes, and your friends, Harley. Don't forget your friends that understand you as well. But yes, but yeah, I mean, yeah, honestly, I just feel if you do get a little bit down, you can turn that around. You can get him back into balance again. Um, what else am I getting from it? King of Cups, of course. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm also sort of feeling it's a water sign. It's a big water sign. The king has come up here. No, maybe when you go for your like little walks every day, cancers, go if you can, if you possibly can, go to a river, go somewhere where there is water. Just I don't know, meditate a little bit, buy some water. I just feel if I'm honestly feeling cancer people, if you feel down at all, you don't need to. I just feel when you go out for that daily walk, go to a river, go to a pond, go somewhere where there is water if you possibly can, and drink water as well. That's the message I'm getting for the cancer people. Okay, now how about the deep, dark and mysterious Scorpio? This is interesting. We've already had this card today. Ten of Cups reversed again. Gosh, so many of these cards have come up reversed. Came up reversed the last time. So similar message here for the Scorpios. I am just, I'm not feeling anything different. I just feel, again, if you are missing your family or loved ones, reach out to them. Definitely do. The other thing is, I feel that if you are with your family or loved ones and you're in you know you're sort of stuck in a house with maybe like people that are kind of not pleasing you at the moment, you need to find a new way of handling it so that there is some sort of harmony in your environment. So one way or another, I kind of like feel if you're missing your family, you need to kind of like contact them, don't yeah, and if you're kind of with a group of people that you are stuck with that are getting on your nerves, then you need to kind of somehow find a way of dealing with it that is peaceful, because whatever way you look at it, that Ten of Cups is not an aggressive card. Even though it's come up reversed, it's not aggressive. It's got a peacefulness about it. So like, yeah, handle things peacefully. John, hello. Hi there. Nice to see you. So we're moving on to the Pisces. Gosh. Well, it's upright. Okay. The King of Swords. Well, okay, Pisces. Pisces, you are going to have to kind of use your heads. You need some mental clarity over this next couple of days. Yeah, just be mindful, Pisces. Think about what you're doing. Yeah, make your decisions with your head rather than your hearts. I mean, like Pisces is very much driven by emotions, but on this occasion, it's saying use your heads. Yeah, think it through, be mindful, get some clarity. Again, I'm feeling the learning thing. And I'm liking I'm seeing the little bird flying here. It's definitely getting the fresh air thing for the Pisces. It's the King of Swords. He's upright. I'm seeing it in a very positive way, especially as I've had so many reverse cards have come up. And this is interestingly, the two cards that have come up so far that were upright and very, very kind of positive to me were the King of Swords and the Hermit that came up for the Aquarians. So the Pisces and the Aquarians that are kind of up there in the same sort of part of the astrology chart are both to do with kind of using your brains, using your head and learning things over this Taurus new moon. Okay, what is the message for all of the water signs? Oh, I've got another moon here, the Two of Swords, and it has come up upright. The Two of Swords, okay. So, I mean, yes, it is very much about meditation, the Two of Swords. I see that the moon in this card, it is a new moon. It is very much a new moon. And so, yeah, I am kind of like feeling with all of these cards, if you feel troubled, for example, you know, if the Cancer people are feeling a little bit kind of down in the dumps at all, meditate. That's what it's saying. Meditate on this new moon. Look at what your options are, and the answers are within you. This is very intuitive, this Two of Swords. On this occasion, I'm really feeling it's saying look within yourself. I also feel if you are sort of like having difficulties, either because you're missing your family or because you're stuck with certain sort of family members or people that are kind of irritating you, shut yourself away, do a little bit of meditation on this new moon. It will really kind of like take the sting out of the situation. And again, for the Pisces people, I'm definitely kind of like seeing that do some meditation, think within yourself what you would like to kind of like maybe study and learn over this kind of Taurus new moon period. And I kind of like feel maybe try to sort of like start to learn something or improve learning something that, you know, make sure it triggers your passion. I just feel across the board, the Taurus new moon is about triggering your passions and things that you love and things that kind of you value and that will kind of improve your own self-worth. Okay, that is what I'm getting for the water signs. So any questions? Right, hang on. Please tell me, the girl I liked, well, is she coming in my mind? What does it mean? Does she like me? John, I'm not doing personal readings at the moment. Sorry, I'm doing general readings. But please do contact me if you want a personal reading. But I'm just doing general readings for all the star signs because we've got the new moon in Taurus coming early tomorrow. So this is kind of like for everybody. Zola. I know what that means. Yes, Robert Zola. Okay, man. But yeah, please do get in touch with me though, John. But yeah, at the moment, this is for everybody. Zola. Yeah, bring it on, Khalid. Right. Last but not least, the fire signs. Right. Okay. The fire signs. So if you are an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, and that is either your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign, what does this Taurus new moon have in store for you? Okay, so the new moon is an opportunity to set yourself some new goals over the next few weeks. And Taurus is all about value and worth. So what's in that for the fire signs? Okay, what advice do I have? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and one for all the fire signs. Okay. Here we go. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, all the fire signs. Right, Aries. Okay, Aries. It's upright and it is a fire card. Do you know what, Aries? I kind of like believe that over the next couple of days for this new moon, I think you need to do some physical activity, and I think you need to actually really, really go for it over the next few days. I'm kind of like honestly seeing him in terms of like the heavy lifting. I'm honestly seeing, you know, like he's doing the walking, it's come up upright, and I just feel he's really putting his back into it, and I just feel that's what you need to put your attention on over this new moon. So I think give your physical exercise, raise your game a little bit on the physical exercise, and actually really, really kind of like go for it. That will do you a lot of good, Aries, over this Taurus new moon. Yeah. And Taurus is, it is very much about kind of like improving yourself in a way. And I'm definitely feeling that with the Aries. Okay, how about the Leo? This is interesting. Hermit reversed. So it's the complete opposite of the Aquarius. And that is really, really interesting because Leo is completely and utterly opposite Aquarius. And I've got the opposite message. So whereas with the Aquarians, I said enjoy the isolation and kind of like go and learn something and all of that, I'm feeling for the Leos, and this is interesting, Zola, Khalid, I'm feeling for the Leos. I don't think you should be kind of like studying it on your own. I think you need a study buddy. My Aquarius sun and Leo rising. Oh my gosh. Cassidy, no. Yeah, I honestly sort of like feel, I'll have to talk to you about that in a minute, Cassidy, at the end of it. I actually feel with the Leos, I'm not saying don't study, but what I am saying is I feel that you need a study buddy. Whereas I kind of feel the Aquarians can tuck themselves away on their own and study it. I think the Leos need to share it with someone. And even though you might be in isolation, like maybe you are, you need to kind of like reach out to someone to do your studying with. That's what I'm getting for the Leos. Okay, sounds good to me. Oh, yes, I am British. Now, okay, so how about the Sagittarians? Well, okay, Sagittarians. There we are. We've got the Four of Cups upright. Do you know, that is the weirdest thing, because I just don't feel any Sagittarius energy in that at all. I feel that the Sagittarian energy is usually very enthusiastic. It's very kind of like on the go all the time. It's kind of busy. And I just feel oh my gosh, maybe this is just saying, slow down. This is an opportunity where you know, you don't have to kind of like rush around like a lunatic. You can actually just slow down, take your time, and distance yourself from things. You don't have to kind of engage with things at the moment. And it's advising, I would say the advice for the Sagittarians is actually take a break. That is exactly what I'm getting from that, quite clearly. Take a break over this Taurus new moon. You are allowed to do that. You need to do that. Now, what is the message? I will tell you in a moment, RB, but I will answer all this in a moment. Okay, so the message for all of the fire signs. It's another reversal. 5 of coins in reverse. Okay. So I would say the five of coins in reverse to me is kind of, it's saying stop feeling sorry for yourself, okay? There is a lot of things of value to be gained, despite the fact that we are in this lockdown and that all this horrible stuff is going on. The Taurus new moon is all about value and worth, and kind of like, you know, just kind of like looking at kind of what you do have, and about gratitude, that sort of thing. Thank you, RB. Okay, so I would say that yeah, you've got a lot to be gained, Aries people, from doing more physical activity. I kind of like feel that you can really kind of increase your own self-worth if you really kind of throw yourself into it. I feel that the Leo people, find yourself a really good study buddy, and I kind of like honestly feel that you can really kind of grow intellectually, okay? Intellectually, I think you can really sort of like make the most of this, and I feel the Sagittarians will actually kind of like thank me for giving them permission to kind of like just slow down, take a break, and kind of like just enjoy kind of like, you know, what you do have. That is what I'm getting for the fire signs. So I want to say that that's a little message for absolutely kind of everybody on every sign. I'm going to come over to the chat window now and see what I haven't answered. Right, RB, I am, so in answer to your first question, I'm an Aquarius sun with a moon in Gemini and Taurus rising. Never been in a personal reading with a mature lady before. Right, okay, I don't know who the mature lady is. Right, also my partner is a Leo. Maybe I'll reach out to him. Cassidy, that is a really good idea. That is a really great idea. Yeah, because it is very contradictory, that hermit coming up both way round. Yeah, very good idea. What's your horoscope? I've mentioned that, no problem. I love it when you get passionate about cards. Aquarius. Okay, Arby, what are you? What is your star sign? Okay, everybody, in fact, everybody who I don't know, tell me what your star signs are. No, you can't. Right. Okay. Well, I hope you have all enjoyed. I hope you've all enjoyed the tarot readings. Please do subscribe to me, okay, on my page here. And oh, you're a Gemini. Well, I've got a Gemini moon, so we're very chatty. So lovely to see you all. I appreciate you all coming, and I will see you all again in 2 weeks' time when it's going to be a full moon in Scorpio. So bye for now. Thank you, Hyleid. Thanks everyone for coming. I'm not getting shy. I'm trying to work out how to turn it off. That was great. You're welcome, Cassidy. Bye for now.